TIFU by spending $1,000 just to meet my long-distance girlfriend. I've been talking to my girlfriend a little over a month. I happen to really like her and we talked a lot to each other. She actually helped me get over my grandmother's death when I didn't have my family because I was at college. We spent a lot of time with each other and called each other. Sometime we would mess around at time too. I'm not going to lie, I should seen there would have been problems, especially early on when she said, I am still not attracted to you. I keep trying to make it work but it just isn't coming, and that isn't because you're not attractive. I think it's a me problem. This was like only a week of talking. She took a break for 2 days of talking to me. She came back and told me she missed and wanted things the way they were. So we continued talking. As we talked, she was very affectionate. She would say things to me like, I love my silly goofy boyfriend, and, I miss you, and just overall be really sweet to me. I really liked her because of her humor, the fact we both struggle with autism, and our love for drawing. She can relate to me in a way a few people could. This was my first actual girlfriend, so I actually wanted to meet her. I booked a flight to her town to visit her. The tickets were around $400 and the cost of getting a hotel for 3 nights is also around $400. I was so excited to meet her and she seemed pretty excited to see me too. We talked about cuddle with each other at her house and how we were going to a water park together. Things looked like they were going to be worth it. It was Saturday and we both meet at the mall with her mom too. We hung out for a bit and around the time we had built a bear. She asked to kiss me. And after that we kissed a lot while in line and then we held hands. After that I talked to her mom Aegean. TBH, she didn't like the fact that I was out of state. The next day she said she was sick and well, we couldn't do anything together. However, despite us not spending a lot of time with each other, I still would consider it worth it. However, after a few days, I wanted to get something special for her birthday and I found a rare plushie that was sold out from someone I could buy. She was so happy, but when I said I love you she said, thank you and I appreciate that sentiment, but I do need to go honest with you that I don't really feel the same way. I didn't want to say this earlier because I didn't want to hurt you. Shortly after we went to the mall, I got a boyfriend. I met him 3 years ago and to be honest I like him a lot. It's not fair to either of you if I'm not honest. You're very sweet and I'm very much open to remaining as friends. I felt devastated after all this time. She never had feeling for me. She didn't lose them because she never had feeling for to begin with. So now I'm here heartbroken and alone. Edit. We did have a thing going on and she never mentioned him and just told she recently started dating this guy. TLDR. I traveled 1,000 miles to meet her. I spent 1,000 in total on the trip. When we meet we kissed a lot right before we left and we held hands in the mall. She couldn't meet up the next day. A few days she broke up with me. She said she was never in love and now is talking to another guy. Sounds like you took this way more serious than she did. Speaking with someone online and actually clicking in person is a completely different kettle of fish. Don't get invested until you actually go on a few physical dates together. You really like her, but she already has someone else. And she very forwardly rejected you. Move on and break contact. This story is confusing because in the first paragraph you say that you spend a lot of time with each other, and then later it becomes clear that you had never actually met her. I would advise you to be careful in the future with girls that you meet online. This could have easily been a total scam and led to a crypto pig butchering run where you ended up out a lot of money due to your gullibility. The fact we both struggle with autism, I think that pretty much sums up this story. You were the side piece all along. Those breaks were when she was getting what she wanted from the other dude. When the other dude wouldn't pay her enough attention, she used you for validation. Actually, I think the $1,000 might have been well spent. If you hadn't met up with her, she could have strung you along for much longer. I am absolutely astounded you are 21. From your post I'd have thought you were 12. Education is expensive. She said she got a boyfriend shortly after you guys went to the mall. How long does shortly after mean here? It seems to me that she was already into someone else when you flew there to meet her. In that case, she should have been upfront with you so you wouldn't spend your money, time and energy exposing yourself like that. Don't beat yourself up, though. You did what you could. Whether she already liked someone else and still let you fly over there, or she only realized you weren't the one after you two met, that's about her and not about you. Just, for the future, I suggest you only fly out to meet someone if you feel very confident that she's quite into you. Some people are not very careful with others' feelings and have no problem letting them spend their time and money doing something like that, even if they know they're not on the same page. Be careful with people who are hot and then cold. If you're in the same city, sometimes it's worth trying to see what's what. But when they're out of state, the costs are that much higher. And it's not just the money, but also the time, energy, and all the expectations that come with waiting. So, if someone tells you that they're not attracted to you, you don't call them your girlfriend. Pretty simple, really. Bro, you're teetering on the edge of being a stage 5 clinger here. She's just not that into you. I have some advice for your future self. When she comes back, believe me, she will contact you again and tell you how much she misses you and want things to go back to the way they were. Deny her. Don't give in and go back to her. You were always the backup guy, and you'll continue to be her backup guy. She was sending you all those lovey-dovey messages while talking to the other guy at the same time. As soon as she tires of him, or he doesn't want her anymore, she's going back to you. The fallback safe plan guy. Just please have enough respect for yourself to not go back to her when it happens. I feel bad about what happened to you. It's a bummer. I've been through something similar. Completely normal behavior of men and women in this story. This reads as two 13-year-olds, not college-aged kids. It was very selfish of her to let you waste all your money when there was another bloke in the mix. This story sounds like you're 12. Where did you even get this money? This sounds like it was written by a 15-year-old. At first I thought it couldn't be real because of how immature both of you sound. And her mom came with her on a date? WTF? But I'm looking at your post history and you just seem clingy and desperate and utterly obsessed with girls. Chill out a bit and get some counseling. Sorry, is this all after a month? 1 month? Or did I read this wrong? I'm confused. How do 14-year-olds have the money to fly and spend a couple of nights at a hotel to see another 14-year-old?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.